What's going on? This is OG Rock B from Modesto, California. I'm about to let y'all know the difference from Northern California, Southern California, um, even Central California. From Oklahoma, born in Oklahoma, but raised in California. Been back and forth from California since I was 8 years old. Punching up on 50, so I'm from California, but born in Oklahoma. But coming to California, when I first heard of California, like a lot of people that I think that's never been to California, and especially before social media, you think palm trees, blue water, beaches, you know, Hollywood, movie stars, all that crazy shit. And then you got the flip side. You think of your gangster shit, your Crips and your Bloods, your gangs and stuff like that. And I had that view of California when I first moved out here when I was 8 years old. I moved to San Jose, California. And San Jose, California was a lot of Mexicans out there. I wasn't used to being raised around Mexicans. From Ardmore, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. There was some Mexicans around, but when I was young, it wasn't like when I moved to San Jose, California. They were deep, and got into a little conversations with a couple of Mexican groups, and I learned very quick, these essays ain't bullshitting out here in Northern California, but I didn't know the difference between Northern and Southern California then. And so, coming up in California and going back and forth from Oklahoma to California, and I was just um, amazed by how, you know, just still some people view California sort of still the same way. I will go back to Oklahoma. Everybody kind of thought I knew all the movie stars. Like, they knew I was kind of into the gang bang scene, and they used to be intrigued by some of the stories that I used to tell. And a lot of times they used to think I just knew all the movie stars. Like, do you know Snoop Dogg? Do you know Eazy-E? I used to tell them stories and shit like that, and they used to be intrigued because, in the country, you didn't have too much to do. They're gang banging out there now, but it wasn't like that when I was younger going back. So, well, the difference, the gang bang scene in California is real. It's a one-dimensional thing. Some places are gang banging harder than other places, but the gang bang shit is real. Nigga get your head busted off, you know, and all that shit behind the set, behind the street, behind the rag, behind the color, all that old shit, a number, and it's real, but it's a difference in Northern and Southern California. Northern California, we're more on um, getting money. Well, everybody's getting money, but Northern California more some hustle, pimp shit, and that's the kind of like Northern California thing. But you got a difference from Northern California. Okay, you got Oakland, California. That's Northern California. Oakland, them niggas is gangster, thugging, about they money, about they pimping, about they hustling, about they shining. Niggas about they paper. Everybody know Oakland. Don't have to be a lot said about Oakland, California, but Oakland, California about they shit, and they got a little different swag about themselves, the way they dress, they was coming with the Versace's and all that old type of dress style, I used to go down there and buy my clothes, everybody know about Mr. T's and all that old shit. East Mall back in the day, I used to leave Modesto, take about a hour drive down to Oakland, go get my fits and shit, spend a little time at Quick Weight Burgers and shit, shining on them one time. But yeah, they had a little different swag about themselves. Modesto, California, we got some gangsters out here, and motherfuckers will bust your motherfucking head out here, you know. but it's like more Mexican and white folks and other nationalities that really up out here in Modesto, California. You know, niggas is doing it, you know, they'll bust your head. You got some niggas that's really doing it, but you know, for the most part, it's the Mexicans, the whites, and the others is really doing their thing out in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got a handful of niggas and mostly everywhere else. I mean, mostly everything else, but in Oakland, you got all motherfucking niggas. You know what I'm saying? So they got a different type of swag about their stuff, and we kind of like, you know, although we only an hour away, we kind of, you know, we're sort of Bay Area-ish out here in Modesto. You know, it's like my hat, you know, it's a sort of Bay Area look, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Modesto, we kind of confused because, you know, Oakland, they don't really gang bang sets and colors and shit like that. They bang streets and shit like that. You know, they from like they hood, 133rd, you know what I'm saying, 71st, you know, all these old streets and shit. You know, they bang streets and shit like that. They bang sets too, but it's mostly streets and shit. You know, blocks and shit. You know, Modesto, we bang colors and shit. It's streets and blocks out here, but it's colors. It's Crips and Bloods and Northerns and Southerners out here. Southerners wear blue and the Northerners wear the red. For the most part, the Northerners really kind of like run Modesto in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because more of them than there's niggas than there's the Crips and Bloods. The niggas ain't together. The Northerners are together. You know, so it's a little different type of swag. And I mean, that's the Oakland niggas is running that shit. And they running that shit, running that shit. You know, you got your Mexicans, Samoans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Still Northern California, an hour away, but whole different type of swag. Then you go to Frisco, whole different type of swag. Just think of your California, New York, you know, type shit. You know, it's a whole different type of stuff. Niggas moving fast than a motherfucker out there in Frisco. You know, I used to go out there, Army Street, stand up, Trail Hill, stand up, you know, Hunters Point, stand up. You know, I used to go out there when I was young, get it in, do a little, you know, little shit. You know, I ain't gonna say too much, but niggas used to be out there, you know. And, you know, it's a little different out there in San Francisco. Get your head busted. You know, people think of the gay shit. You know, they got that shit out there. Hate Asbury. They got that shit out there. But nigga, find yourself out there. If you done been to Frisco, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This Frisco niggas is not playing. Nigga will bust your heads, nigga. And when them towers was up, they kind of tore down the towers now. But, you know, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get your head busted in Frisco. It's like that New York swag, but California-ish. You know, you might got a couple of Bloods and Crips out there. I don't know. But it's a whole different city swag thing. You know what I'm saying? Northern California. And you got Stockton, California. You know, them niggas is on some real Crip and Blood shit, skullduggery type shit. They're Crip and the Blood and it's on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the Crips and Bloods is getting along out there, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Of course, let me back up. You know, California, LA was the originators of the Crip and Blood shit, but you know, it spread it through the world, but you know, touched us in Northern California too, because we're not so far away. You know what I'm saying? Touched us probably before it touched the rest of the world. So we're Crippin' and Blooding out there in Northern California, and here in Northern California, Stockton, they getting it in. More niggas out there in Stockton, more Asians out there in Stockton, more like Filipinos and shit out there in Stockton, and you know, they kind of like act like niggas, run with the niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so Crip and Blood out there, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers will bust your head out there in Stockton. Go down there in Stockton fucking around. Anybody know about Stockton, California? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's only like 30 minutes away from Modesto. Not even that. 15, 20 minutes maybe, you know, away from Modesto. You know what I'm saying? Whole different demographics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just only 20, 30 minutes away from each other. You know what I'm saying? Northern California. Then you get to Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Capital California. Yeah, they're Crippin' and Blood like a motherfucker. And they got the Northerners out there too. You know what I'm saying? Northerners, again, wear the red. The Southerners wear the blue. Northerners from Northern California. Northern Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? And they bang the red. You know what I'm saying? Northern California. But there's Southerners out there too pushing the line out here in Northern California. But most of this is a Northern California. This is a Northern Mexican-based gang out here. You know what I'm saying? These Northern Mexicans wear this red. These motherfuckers will bust your head out of it. Sacramento's a whole bunch of them out there. But there's also a whole bunch of niggas out there. And they gang banging like pots and pans out there, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Get your head busted in Sacramento. So Sacramento reminds me of a larger Modesto. Like, you know, you get your head busted, you know what I'm saying, the serious in the motherfucking both places, but you probably can make it. You know what I'm saying, in a way, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't really mugging you 24/7 and like where you from, all that old type shit. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what these areas are. Then you move further north. You got Santa Cruz, all this old shit. You got the beach bum areas, you know what I'm saying? Hippie areas. All the shit close, real close to the water. You got more hippies, you know what I'm saying, areas close to the water, up toward the mountains and shit. More hippiest areas and shit. All that Northern California, Santa Cruz, all that old shit. Now let's get to Southern California. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you get to Bakersfield. You know what I'm saying? Get to Bakersfield. They're crippin' and blood in Bakersfield. You know, that's 2.5 hours, 3 hours away from Modesto. Well, wait a minute. Let's slow down. Let's stop in Merced. Merced, crippin' and blood, Northern California. You know what I'm saying? They're crippin' and blood in northern Mexicans, Norteños, and that's what's going on out there. And it's kind of like a smaller version of Modesto, but it reminds you of a country town with niggas. And you know that country town, y'all niggas from them small country towns, wherever you from, y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will get it in, get your head busted in some of them small country towns and shit. That's what Merced remind me of. California version, though, of the small country towns. And then you get further south, Fresno, you know what I'm saying? Past Madera, California, Northern California, same type of thing I'm just said, California, but a little bit more country, you know what I'm saying? But then you get to Fresno, 500,000 people, you know what I'm saying? And people keep, I hear a lot of people talk about Fresno country. You hear it in some of the movies and TV shows. I'm from Fresno, in the country. Nigga, Fresno, you would get murdered in Fresno. Out of all these cities I don't talk about, Oakland, Fresno, and San Francisco rate about the top as far as that murder game. As far as that gangster shit, nigga, Fresno, they ain't playing in the no. They call it the no. I don't know, you know, Fresno, they call it the no. They ain't playing in the no. U Block stand up, motherfucking Strata stand up, and for most stand up is a motherfucking murder block. Stand up out there, niggas, you know what I'm saying? And Modoc, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? East, north, west, all that. Stand up, you know what I'm saying? And but you know, gangster, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like you started getting in um, but in Central California. So Central California is a difference. So now you got the northern Mexicans. Northern Mexicans had to break up right there. Central California, because they're not northern and not south. So the Mexicans are kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It was a northern thing, you know what I'm saying? They were Northern California, but they consider it Central California now. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it was. So the northern Mexicans, they used to claim red, Norteño, still claim red, but they don't give a fuck about northerners or southern. The Mexicans out there, they call themselves the Bulldogs, and they fighting everything. They laying everything down. Them motherfucking Mexicans out there, some raw motherfuckers. If y'all know about them Bulldogs, if y'all don't, y'all need to look them up. You know what I'm saying? OG Bulldogs. Motherfuckers used to be Norteños back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck with a couple of them. OG 14s and shit. I used to fuck with them. And so they're different now. You know what I'm saying? Them OG Bulldogs and motherfuckers is riding doing everything. Everybody killers. Northern, Southern Mexicans, Northern Mexicans, niggas, Asians, everything. Ain't nobody fuck with the Bulldogs like that because they know they coming. When the Bulldogs coming, they come barking for your ass. Real talk. Look it up. So you're getting further south. You get Bakersfield, past Fresno. You know what I'm saying? Bakersfield, they gang banging too. Crips and Bloods out there. I don't know too much about Bakersfield, but you know what I'm saying? Them niggas in Bakersfield about that motherfucking business too. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't speak on it, but you know what I'm saying? Most niggas I done met from Bakersfield were Crips. I ain't really met any Bloods from Bakersfield, but they got, you know what I'm saying? Niggas about their motherfucking money, paper, murder game, everything. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting all the way down south. So we gonna pass it all the way up to LA. You know, LA is where it began. You know what I'm saying? Where it started. The gang bang scene is a whole different scene. See, all these places I mentioned not close to water. Only other close places close to the water is motherfucking Oakland and San Francisco and Oh yeah, San Jose. They crippin' the blood in San Jose too. San Jose, California. You know what I'm saying? But it's more Asians and Silicon Valley type shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The parts in there, Seven Trees. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucking MP Hood stand up. You know. But for the most part, some Asians and motherfucking smart motherfucking tech motherfuckers, they run that San Jose shit, really, you know what I'm saying? But this is, niggas out there banging, get your head busted out there, niggas making money the whole nine, pimping the whole nine, is, you know what I'm saying, stand up out there. But LA is where all the cribbing and gang banging, all that shit, it's a whole different demographics. By the water, right by the water, all that's by the beach. It's a whole different feel, a whole different flavor. The gang banging is real, real, real. Niggas will bust your head, leave you in the trunk, dump on your site. A long time ago, I used to couldn't understand the gang banging scene. I'm from Oklahoma, so I wasn't really raised with all the been out here since I was 8. But y'all couldn't understand it till I went down to LA. You know what I'm saying? I had a non-profit organization going on, had a group of kids I was trying to guide through life. And we got up on, Tookie Williams funeral. So not really got up on it, but we had some dealings with the Tookie Williams funeral, helping them out with the Nation of Islam and shit like that, because a couple of guys that I work with, they were part of the nation. And so they had a lot to do with, security and all that old type shit. And so we was down there, and plus, I had my kids, out there protesting before they execute them down there at San Quentin and all that. So, was in LA, you know what I'm saying? My first time really kicking in LA, not really kicking it, but just in LA, South Central and shit like that, seeing the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, McDonald's and all the stores with the, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 inch thick plexiglass and shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give motherfucking money, you ain't gonna touch nobody. I don't give a fuck if it's the drive through in a motherfucking fast food restaurant, Golden Burgers to get your head busted at Golden Burgers. Y'all know about now Golden Bird chicken, not Golden Bird chicken. Head busted at that motherfucker, South Central. So you know what I'm saying? You just it's a whole it's a little nerve wracking out there if you ain't from there and shit. Them niggas will get on your ass quick, fast, in a hurry out there in LA, because it's about that quick moving. You got 4 million people out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck you gonna do? Just think about all these other cities. You know what I'm saying? All these other, all these less people. They got 4 million people out there, motherfucker. So it's a lot going on out there, motherfucker. But it's a whole difference. You know what I'm saying? From Northern to Southern California. I hope you guys got the difference. And hope I didn't mix you up with it. Hope you can understand it. It's OG Rock B, West Side Bedrock. Stand up, 8 ball. Stand up, 16.